house fighting in the leadership of sporting federations in Nigeria, because it's not a palatable situation and it's very frustrating for us. Imagine having two different presidents for the basketball federation in the country, two different elections taking place on the same day. I can hear someone say anything can happen right here in Nigeria, right? Anything can happen. Making love to your girlfriend. Anything can happen. What? Say what? Say what? Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Wyclef Jean saying that one, and I'm sure that's what Daniel Chukwuma would love to talk about now, because in Nigeria anything can happen.
Before he says anything, is that the number 10 on the top 10 charts this week?
Okay, you're hosting a music show, I guess, so you can go back to what you want to do with that one. But well, things are happening in Nigeria. Tem said, crazy things are happening. Crazy things are happening. Imagine having to go for the leadership of Nigeria, for example, and we're going for the presidential elections in Nigeria, and we have two different elections, and we have two different presidents coming out to rule the country. That's the feeling now for the Basketball Federation in the country, as two persons have been elected president of the NVBF. Another twist to this consistent debacle in the leadership of the sport in the most populous black nation on earth. In parallel elections held in Benin City, Edo State, and the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja, Musa Akida and former player Mark Igoche were returned as new NBBF presidents. And the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development had issued a directive telling the NBBF, the Nigeria Basketball Federation, to have their elections in Abuja, just like every other federation last year. But the NBBF insisted that they had their Congress, and the Congress is the final voice for what they should do as a body. The Congress opted to go to Benin for their own election. And the man who had been ruling basketball in the country for the last 4 years, Musa Akida, was re-elected as president in Benin, while somebody else, Mark Igoche, was elected as president in Abuja. The president in Abuja is supported and is encouraged and pushed by the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development in the country. The president from Edo State, that's the election in Benin City, is supported by the Federation of International Basketball Associations, FIBA, and also the Nigerian Olympic Committee, because they were the ones who had representatives in Benin, while the Ministry of Youth and Sports Development had representatives in Abuja. Where are we going to from here? That's the question. What can we do genuinely? Please share your thoughts. Go back to Facebook and have your say there. It's facebook.com space Nigeria make that Nigeria info space 99.3 on Facebook. And then we do have, of course, all the excitement coming through too from the WhatsApp portal, as well as our Twitter handle, always lighted up like a candle at Nigeria Info FM. That's at Nigeria Info FM, or at Fatg Official, Femi The Gang. We'll read out your tweets on the show and we'll pick your calls as well. Guys, where are we going to from here, man? I have the feeling that eventually Musa Akida is the one that FIBA will buy into. And after we have court cases, I think Musa Akida will become the official president as he was for the last 4 years.
And that won't bode well for a country like Nigeria, because the first thing you check is, where's the Ministry for Youth and Sports standing? The election is supposed to be held in Abuja. That was what was agreed.
Yeah.
And that was what they did for all the stuffs in 2021. But until this one came up, things can't change to Benin.
You know, this is another epic deja vu.
30 more seconds, please.
Deja vu.
Let me buy time. That's a song by Beyonce. I don't want to sing songs.
The only name we want to hear today is Rihanna. Please carry on.
Go on. I like that. So the fact is, what happened to obedience all of a sudden? Last year, up until let me use last year, while we're having the They already had organizations, and the global led team were going to organize this particular election.
Yeah.
Kida was in line with even the Ministry of Sports. All of a sudden, what happened behind the scenes? I've seen a lot of things on posts, and I just laugh. And I see comments and what people... So, averagely, even the media is not happy with Kida himself.
Okay.
With what I've seen so far. So I'm speaking objectively from what has been happening. There was even a story that had to do with Stanley Gumot being put in as a representative of the basketball players in Nigeria.
Okay.
And I saw the current media officer, let me say the media officer that worked with the Kida team, write some stuffs about a well-respected Nigerian basketball player. Stanley Gumot won. He was one of those who won the Afrobasket in 2013?
The one in 2015?
2015, under Will Voigt. And I saw the write-ups and I was like, no, as a media person, you don't go into these things. Leave wahala for wahala. Just do your... Daniel, not ask me questions.
No, sorry, before you proceed.
I'm not any of the presidents.
Sorry for
I'm not in Benin.
I just want to ask.
Daniel,
how sure are we about the person who's is he really a media officer? Because to me, I just feel.
But I receive press releases, and I know he's in charge.
The fact that someone teaches you in a class doesn't make him a teacher.
So who is a teacher? If he teaches me in the class, who else now? Who is now my teacher?
Okay.
If somebody, if he gives me an assignment,
you don't understand.
Daniel, I wouldn't want to understand.
You don't understand.
See, Chuma, it's you I'm talking to.
Okay.
Before we form two factions.
So who's it? So
wait, are you guys having 2 elections in this studio? What's the problem?
We're not elected anymore. So Chuma, so for the sake of the listener, I'm trying to put this out there.
Yeah.
If FIBA are going to look at this without adding any sentiments,
okay.
yeah. The Ministry of Sports has said this is the way they are going. Whether it's popular or not, whether it was streamed live on Facebook or not, the most important thing is Abuja is where elections are held. And this is the person who won in Abuja.
But when now lies autonomy? Because the last time I checked, NFF must not have their elections in Abuja. Last one, I don't think I have to remind you.
Did they reach a consensus?
When Amaju first came in, I think it was in Delta State.
Did they reach a consensus? You see, things don't spoil from time. So I hope we'll not start having normal presidential elections.
So this is the NVBF guy saying our Congress said we should do it
because the younger
this happened 10 years ago. It happened 10 years ago. It was Lagos and Abuja.
Yeah. No, we've seen this in football a lot of times. For those who are following this, I think it was Giwa and Pinnick at some point.
Yeah. So this is the thing. This is my question. My question is,
and then Giwa was supported by the then Minister for Sports.
So my question is, now we have 2 presidents, and they are still at loggerheads. What exactly is the way forward? Like, can't we be civil enough to put things aside and work for the interest of the game? Because this is how it's going to start. The next thing, we're having court cases. I heard some people were not smiling. And, my phone was buzzing throughout today. Everyone was calling me, oh, Dan, what's happening? Oh, coach, what's happening? And I'm like, I don't understand. Is an election not meant to be openly televised for sake of variety? So why, I have so many questions. And I'm wondering, why are we still doing this after 10 years? We're still on the same line.
Well, the Benin election was streaming live on Facebook.
I saw
the Benin election. Yeah. I don't know about the Abuja version.
I saw the one for Benin and that was streamed live by NVBF, the NVBF official account,
Facebook account. Yeah.
And who else will be in control? Kida is actually will I call him the incumbent, or was he's actually interim
after 4 years? Yeah.
So
I have a question.
Or Ketika, as they use that
I have
word.
a question.
Who are we directing this question?
I'm asking you because you were, we had that conversation in 2019. Did I not say this will happen?
Doesn't make you a prophet.
No. I'm not saying that.
So what's the way forward? Which is my priority.
So
we're not just going to come here and run.
Exactly. The way forward.
Because I want to go to the phone line so I hear from the listener. What's the way forward now?
The way forward is this: dissolve everything.
Who's dissolving what?
No, wait. Dissolve everything.
Okay.
I don't understand why.
And who talks now? Who should be respected?
That's what I'm going to. Why can't the NOC are at loggerheads with the Ministry of Youth and Sports? The NVBF has 2 different factions. At the end of the day, my question is now, who dictates how the dance goes?
Okay. Is it going to be the talk about ministry saying, hey, okay, Kida, you want to form your in charge, we're not giving you money? And Kida says, okay, I'm a private sector man, I came from Total, I can get money from the private sector and run things.
And that's how they were owing the girls money.
Now, let me go straight. What I want to say now is, like you asked, dissolve everything. If we're going to dissolve everything should be from NOC and even the sports ministry, because they don't look like they know what they're doing.
They don't.
So how does somebody have the guts to run some other election? And we've been seeing this over.
When we finish dissolving, what will happen after that? Because let's not forget, this election should have happened 3-4 months ago.
Exactly.
The FIBA, the Federation of International Basketball Associations, decided to even give Nigeria this opportunity to do it at the end of January. They helped us. They gave us this as the deadline. By end of January, you guys have sorted yourselves out. And end of January, this is how we sorted ourselves out. So when you finish dissolving, what now happens next? You now say, okay, let's have elections again. How are you sure you're going to have a unified, Congress somewhere to come through? But let's go to the phone lines. Maybe the listener will also help us suggest as we talk about this, because it pains my heart. It's very annoying. I'm supposed to be here talking about sweet things around
we'll use the All-Star to wrap
in the country for this year, and the fact that NBA Africa, they're coming to open an office in Lagos. NBA Africa finally ready to open an office in Lagos. In Nigeria, which is really some great news for us. And we're here talking about the leadership of basketball in the country, which is highly embarrassing. 2 different elections on one same day. One president from Abuja, supported by Ministry of Sports. One president from Benin City, sorry to be precise. If I convex, they talk anyhow.
Who's from your zone? Who's from your zone?
0700 993 993 993. His zone is ozone layer.
Hello, good evening. You're through the Courtside.
Don't even allow me to call the number again.
Yeah, good evening, guys.
Good evening to you. Welcome.
You already know.
Yeah, Joe Baba.
Welcome.
Hey, Baba, welcome.
Honestly speaking, this has to stop. In fact, it has been happening, does not make it continue to be happening every time. Like you guys have concluded, from this ministry down to wherever that this will still will happen to, they should ban them. I don't know what.
How about those stick fresh like this?
A Kida man should know. Okay, I was in this position before. Even if I thought, if I want to, come back, let me go through the right process. Like you guys have said, Abuja is the center is the capital. So go and host your election or whatsoever there. Why are you now?
But NFF is not compulsory as a federation. You're supposed to be independent. So your Congress decides what you want to do too. So they are supposed to be autonomous in court.
Being independent, does that also face to the basketball federations too? Because I know on football level, we want to hear what Barry Bote and Kudua want to tell us. The conclusion of it is, honestly speaking, that with the battleground has just begun, and I don't just know the players will suffer for it. How many years are we taking now that there's no league?
Yeah, because of this same issue.
Joe
Baba, thanks for calling in. It's painful. It's very painful. Thank you for calling in. But let's also talk about the way forward. If you can think out of the box beyond our own brains, we wouldn't mind hearing what can be done to correct this issue. Sorry. Good evening. Welcome. 0700 993 993 993. That's the number. Someone says slow and steady wins the race. Chuma. So take it again. 0700 993 993 993. This is Courtside, our exclusive basketball show on Nigeria. So let's keep it going right now and pick more of your calls. There's also
good
Twitter
evening.
at Nigeria Info FM. Go back to Twitter and talk to us. Good evening.
Yeah, this Friday for me, Pelere.
Okay.
Hi, Friday.
Yeah, see, for me, the way forward is to stop appointing a party member as the minister of sports. Hello?
Okay.
We hear you.
Yeah, because once you appoint a party member as a minister of sports, that minister of sports will continue to bring this into party people into all the federation. I'm telling you the truth.
Friday, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you.
Or those who are not their party, a party carrier member.
You think so?
Run anything.
Okay.
Let us stop appointing party member as the minister of sports. With that, I think our sport will move forward.
All right, if you say so.
Thank
Thank you so much for sharing your own thoughts, Friday. One more call. We have to run over to good news now away from these terrible
Hello,
stories
good evening. You're through the Courtside.
around the NVBF. Welcome.
Hello?
Hi, welcome. You're live on Nigeria Info. All right, felt like you were doing tests in the phone lines 1, 2, 3 from the start.
This election, they cause many wahala.
Bese everywhere. Bese real, as Leo Kesh said in that beautiful song so many years back. Okay, let's keep it going. I'll be back to Nigerian story shortly because there's something happening in Lagos here, enough to attract Rivers Hoopers, who have been consistent winners of the basketball league. Or do you say the mini basketball league in Nigeria the last set of years? But yeah, there's good news to have the team from River State, Port Harcourt in here to compete in Lagos, and also the fact that NBA Africa will finally open an office in Nigeria.
Yes, sir.
And it's going to be happening right here in Lagos too. But let's go to the playoffs, guys. We're just about 2 minutes away from the first commercial break, so we can return and have more on the show Courtside this evening. LeBron James will return to Cleveland Cavaliers as an all-star game captain, and they do have the likes of Ja Morant and Andrew Wiggins also headed there for the first time as first-time selections for the All-Star game. Now, this is it for the Eastern Conference. Eastern Conference has Kevin Durant. With him, rivals are ready to rant. He's the man who's the captain of the Eastern Conference, and he has Giannis Antetokounmpo, Joel Embiid, Trae Young, DeMarcus DeRozan, all in the mix for him. These are starters, and we know that Durant plays for Brooklyn Nets. For Antetokounmpo is the Milwaukee Bucks. Philadelphia 76ers has Joel Embiid. I'm trying to run through things before the commercial break, so he's making me stutter. Atlanta Hawks have Trae Young, and for DeMar DeRozan. He's a player for the Chicago Bulls. These are the starters for the Eastern Conference. For the Western Conference, we'll have LeBron James as captain. A star for the LA Lakers. Nikola Jovic of Denver Nuggets is in there too. Andrew Wiggins of the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry, that's Stephen Curry as you may want to call him, of the Golden State Warriors too. And Ja Morant of the Memphis Grizzlies completing things there for them in that. So guys, the All-Star game, February 20. I love the way these guys plan in that part of the world. The game is for February 20, and by the end of January, you already know the guys who are going to be playing in that. Any surprises? Anybody who should have been here who's not here? What's up with my
Kevin Durant,
beard gang leader?
Kevin Durant. Yeah, you're laughing. Most likely not going to be playing in
No wahala, injury. But based on say,
so that's
should my man James Harden be here on a good day for this
Son
season?
of Bolivar the Coke. I have to consult the.
Okay. Your hearts are hardened against James Harden.
Okay, no, he's a fantastic player, but like I said, he's out
Based on
on
your
two
form for the season, right?
He's not had a bad form, but like I said, injuries have been a huge problem for players like this, and it's really a huge concern. I would have loved to see that young boy, but I think he might just be playing in the Rising Stars Challenge. Evan Mobley, the man for Cleveland Cavaliers, because they're actually struggling to have. The last time we saw them host was in 1997, so we're looking to have at least 2-3 players from Cleveland, even if they don't start. Well, at least
they come up the bench and
it's a lovely.
Just pause that thought. We're going to share more of the thoughts around the NBA All-Star game after this commercial break. This is 99.3 Nigerian, folks. Nigeria Info. In a bit, we'll switch over to Game On, where there's quite a handful of things to speak about. Tennis stories from the Australian Open, Rafael Nadal, Ashley Barty, life of the party, Haaland Harty, and also all the talk from the Africa Cup of Nations and the transfer window. For now, though, we're still speaking about a sport that keeps growing in the country when it comes to the quality of our stars, but when it comes to leadership, we look like a discombobulated bunch. Pardon my use of that word. My name is Chuma Noli, and I do have my guys in here too, Daniel Chukuma and Zubike Onicha. We're speaking about the NBA All-Star Game and the players that have been picked before we went in for that commercial break. Your thoughts matter so much. There could be a challenge for you on Facebook if you want to find us. So we're streaming on YouTube too live. Just search for Nigeria Info 99.3 on YouTube, and you can get connected to the broadcast and drop your thoughts too. We will read them out as we progress. Irabor Kosan has been on standby too. A man who covered the NBA All-Star Game live in the USA in 2020 before COVID hits. Irabor, how far now? Welcome to the show.
My chairman, how are they now? How are they?
We're only hungry.
We
gallant.
We are Papa Gridlock. So yeah, give us an insight into what you saw when you went to watch the All-Star Game live in the USA in 2020.
See, it's one of those experiences where no matter how much you put them into words, it's just left for every other person to go and experience it. It was breathtaking. It was well planned, well executed. I mean, you're seeing superstars. They're looking like demigods. They are bigger than life, larger than life, beyond what you see on TV. Activities are surplus. You get to connect. You get to network. It just gives you a sense of what we are missing over here when things are not in order. The kind of things that we can be executing amongst ourselves and for other people around the world to come and see us, and be tapping from us as well, because we do have talent that are, showing up in the NBA. So, it's just one of those experiences that I wish, was commonplace in Nigeria as well. And the way they say the world is a global village, a small village, I wish that would, resonate here in Nigeria with basketball as
that's very important, man.
Factor.
It's very important. And that experience you had in 2020 will lead us to what should happen this year, the 2022 All-Star Game. By the way, I remember vividly you putting out a picture of you and one basketball star when you came back from the US in 2020. And I saw one or two, you say you be fine boy normally. So the comments, many of the comments were from ladies. I remember that, and there was a lady that said, Irabo, I thought you used to think you're tall. And even me, Steph, I was like, because Irabo is tall normally, 6'2", 6'3". But Irabo stood by an NBA star and looked like a short guy. I was now wondering what me I would look like by that same NBA star. If Irabo was looking short in front of that guy, what will I look like?
Covered both my hands.
These guys are crazy as to their height. But you saw the release of the teams for the Eastern and Western Conference over the weekend or a few days back. What do you make of the teams? LeBron James for the West. Okay.
Fair enough, actually. Wiggins, I'm not saying he doesn't deserve to be an all-star, but I don't think he deserves to be an
all-star. That's a dub. Please, talk about somebody else, Rabo. In CC, I no talk since. I just wait.
Yeah.
Moya, look away.
I will probably...
With his performance this season?
No, he's 16 points, 18 points, 3 rebounds and 2 assists.
Okay.
What's that?
So I'm expecting somebody who you will give us as that should be a replacement.
As a replacement for Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
As a starter, Luka Doncic.
Okay.
Simple.
Same Luka Doncic.
I'll put Rudy Gobert there.
Okay.
Zach Levine, my pick. Anytime, any day.
What is Wiggins doing as a starter? He's a Golden State Warrior. I like that. But
and he's a prayer warrior at the same time.
If
you don't know what he does at night.
If we are being realistic, come on. He doesn't deserve to be a starter. He deserves to be an all-star, not a starter.
All right. While you're still on the line, Irabo, the guys will tell me, all three of you, which conference has the stronger team from your perspective. All of you, look at it. All three of you. Add your voices before I progress.
See, it's the West.
It's always the West. It's almost always been the West.
I said it last.
Even with these new formats, where is the captain that is
West?
Even like the way they did the other times, where you have two players do the picking.
It will change,
They should have allowed it with those captains speaking.
Yeah.
When they do the draft, I think February 10 or so, it will change most definitely. So you could see Jokic maybe being with Kevin Durant's team. You could see Giannis being with LeBron.
Yeah.
You know, and I mean, so it depends. I'm looking forward to the reserves actually. You know, seeing how
that's where the stuff will happen.
And I like these new formats.
Oh, are you serious? You like it? But for you think the Western Conference are stronger, right? For this one,
right now, I mean,
for
if
the
they were to
starters.
play right now, they're stronger because you have Ja Morant, an athletic guard. You have Steph Curry, who is a shooting guard, that's also a point guard, can also assist. You have LeBron, who does literally everything and coach and be a fan and be a GM, everything.
LeBron and Curry for the same team. They like Messi and Ronaldo for the same team, right?
Yeah, I
Daniel.
mean, do you understand? No.
Is it the same? No, seriously. For the sake of football people who are listening to us now, Azu, Dan, and Irabo, having Kevin Durant and LeBron James in one team, is this similar to a Messi Ronaldo in one team, or is it a Messi Neymar?
I think that's the best. That's the best way to describe it.
The other team should just say walkover.
Ronaldo's.
Two Ronaldos.
Yes.
Okay.
So what is Kevin Durant to basketball? Neymar.
Kevin Durant.
What is he if he were to be a football guy? Is he a Neymar to football or Mbappe to football?
He's bigger than Neymar.
Kevin Durant is an everything player. No, really, just because he's not as aggressive as LeBron, or he's not much of a leader as LeBron, or killer instinct as MJ, as everybody will say. Look, you cannot play with that guy. That guy will drop 70 on you if you want.
Exactly.
When he's in his zone,
he's an all-rounder. That's just one beautiful thing. Whether you like him or not, he does everything.
Everything.
I saw what Isaiah Thomas did a lot talk about Kevin Durant, and he was almost putting in the same breath with what Michael Jordan is doing. Not because, or what Michael Jordan did, not because they're on the same level, but I think that's the closest person who does as much as Michael Jordan. He shoots 3-pointers with ease. Like,
okay, guys. Something that will sound blasphemous.
No, wala.
Let's not lie. Pure talent. Durant get talent past MG.
Okay. Hey. Tune in for the repeat broadcast of this show. Right now. Really, Irabo, just stay on the line. Stay on the line. We have how many of the show, or less than that, so we can switch about to game on. But while you're still on the line with Daniel here and Azu, I need to put out this information that from tomorrow, February 1 to February 5, we're going to have the Crown Elite Basketball Championship here in Lagos at the National Stadium, the Indoor Sports Hall. And Rivers Hoopers are one of the 8 teams competing for honors here. More than 8 teams, actually. But the top 8 basketball clubs will compete for 4 million naira in prizes and awards. There's also going to be prizes for fans and musical and dance performances. So guys will find time to go there. But there's so much happening the next few days, because we're also going to be having Daniel, NBA Africa, open its Nigerian office in Lagos.
Yep, sir. It's going
this
to be an
weekend is
amazing
when things
event.
will come alive.
We are still waiting for our invites. Please. I'm saying it. I'm calling everybody out.
I feel like saying
Irabo's laugh is already.
I feel like saying talk for yourself.
It's already an invite.
I know.
They're having an event on the water. Come on. So why they are settling election issues? Let's be on the water, Bolly.
I know Cool Wazubia Info. We are partners with NBA Africa, so I'm sure we'll get our invite to be there to also cover that too. But it's a beautiful thing to have NBA Africa in Nigeria, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it is. I mean, it's a welcome development. We've been waiting for so long. But the problem now is with all these shenanigans going on.
Yeah, it's the leadership.
When they bring the opportunities, who, how, where?
We want to enter Nigeria.
The 5 W's and H.
No, but what do you have to say about the elections? Real quick.
Say time don't finish.
No, wait, real quick.
Off my mic.
Irabo, your permission, I will off it now. Thank you so much, man. Always a pleasure having you have your say on the show.
That's unfair.
And later, Irabo, when I call you later, we'll talk about movies. Backstage. This one is basketball. When I call you, we'll talk about movies. Thank you so much. All right, so we need to get ready to wrap up Courtside today. Thank you for your thoughts, guys. It's an unending conversation, the growth of basketball in Nigeria, and amid this leadership tussle, it's pertinent we find a solution so that basketballers in the country will not struggle, because that's where the challenge is. They are the biggest villains, right? No, that's not the word. They're the ones who suffer most. I'm trying to get the right word for that when these issues happen in the leadership of the sport in the country.
They are the grass.
Yeah, they're the ones who suffer most when those two elephants fight, as we have two presidents now. This one don't pass resident president. Azu, thanks for being here.
Always a pleasure. So for the coaches, Monty Williams is already certain to coach Team LeBron, and that's the man for Phoenix Suns. He's been wonderful. He's brought the best out of those young guys who are doing really well, especially with their top man, Chris Paul. And we'll most likely be seeing Eric Spoelstra on the other side. That's the man for Miami Heat. So what they do is, if you were the coach last year, if you do so well this year, nothing for you. So they are looking out for new guys. So Monty Williams is doing well with the Phoenix Suns already. I might be having that man from Miami or the coach of Chicago Bulls. I've not found out, but Monty Williams is certain already for the Phoenix Suns.
All right, and for you, Dan, I know there's also a bit of information you wanted to share with us, right?
I
wanted to say bye-bye too, and we switch to game.
Yeah, I wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Rodney. He's the CEO of IO Prep Academy. It's an American online prep academy.
Okay.
So we'll be having him during the week, hopefully, because he's a very busy man. But he's currently in Nigeria.
Oh, nice.
So expect some great and amazing news.
It's busy times for basketball in Lagos, especially, and it's good. It's good news for us. I'm very pertinent about the particular about the NBA Africa thing and all of these goodies with stars coming from outside to help grow the sport in Nigeria. I hope we can put our house in order so we can gain.
I wanted to add
As you put your house in order.
I was going to round off with that. So that's the semi-final.
Okay.
Goche against Kida. The final will be in Lagos.
Yes.
Yes. Your Royal Highness. On that note, we wrap up Courtside today. Thank you for your calls earlier and for also watching online too. My name is Chuma Noli. He's Daniel Chikuma. He's Azubike Onicha. Special thanks to our main man, Irabo Kosun, for joining in through the phone lines too. And now we can fully, at this moment, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. As we go to
What's
game
this one? We won't take that.
Is also here. And all of
I was just here looking at all of you, and the aim of sport, the hardest working man in sports.
Sport when we talk basketball.
The spirit amongst men.
Football, please.
I was here for how many minutes, Chuma? Chuma, your man I have a huge amount of respect for. But today, Chuma, you beat the lion's tail.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'll appease the
gods. But just be ready to face the dance.
I'll appease the gods only after Dan and Azumu na chop on Anoko.
But Chuma, can you dance the dance of the lion?
No, I'm not certain that a lion dances.
Be ready to go.
Game on is next up here.
Chuma, be ready to go inside the jungle.
Lion without tail.
Gentlemen.
To fumble right here on this station that cannot crumble. Welcome to Game On this nation's first news talk and sports radio station. It is 99.3 Nigerian fan. We're ready for the 4 non-stop until sometime around 9:30 p.m. On the show for tonight, we focus on the semi-finalists of the 2021 Africa Cup of Nations. Which 2 teams will progress to the final? You'll have a chance to have your say on that one. How about the debate on the greatest tennis player of all time? And also, could the absence of 2 of the 3 greats in a certain Grand Slam take away a bit of the shine of the success for Rafael Nadal as he won the Australian Open to get a 21st title in the sport? And of course, we do have the latest from the transfer market because today is the final day for this January transfer window for 2022. The NPFL, our own, the Nigeria Professional Football League, saw games take place for match day 9, and we're here with all of those for you. Your thoughts matter so much via the Twitter handle of us at Nigeria Info FM, the phone lines, and the WhatsApp portal. Welcome to you, Game On, and let's have fun together. I'm happy to have all the guys in the studio with me. Sarafina Napoleon is not here though, under the weather a bit. Maybe she should go under her umbrella, and hopefully rocky particles will not get to her ASAP. Yeah, Chile Brianogolo is a man whose voice you're hearing now.
I'm a man who needs no introduction, and it's a shame that Sarafina Napoleon can't be here. It's a big shame. You know, she's always under the weather, and this is what happens to people when you leave. When grace leaves you, you know, then you become, I don't know. I don't want to use the word, but I know you're listening, Sarafina Napoleon, and you know I'm so sorry, but you have to come back. You've lost your ways, and you have to come back. But look, it's great to be here. When I say I'm the hardest working man in sportainment, I don't just say it, Chima. I live up to it. When I say things, I live up to it.
I believe you.
It's good to be here. Aside that you know, I was on this show for a good 30 minutes, and Chima, I was as big as the elephant, but you didn't see me. But look, Chima, I still respect you. Even though we'll have to settle this our little issue off the mic.
Yes, we will.
But then, if there's a man I really have a big respect for, is the man
who's looking like a CEO here. Don't worry, we'll get to his issue in a bit.
He's a CEO.
There's this packaging around the way he's even seated on the chair, like he's the chairman, shareholders limited.
The thing with this man is he doesn't want to share.
Yeah,
he forgot that we used to drink Gary together.
Don't worry, he's going to share after February 5 for you. He will share after February 5. I know what I'm talking about right now. But before I introduce that man, they say our bottom pot the sweet pass, so let's keep him as bottom pot so we can get to his case in a bit. Let's say hi to the only lady in the studio for the evening, the one and only Adeze Michael. Good evening to you. And is there anything like Happy Monday? Since we do happy everything in this country. Happy Sunday, happy weekend.
Yeah. Good evening, Shuma. Good evening to everyone in the studio. Good evening to our listeners out there. Another Monday. Yeah, we're here to just, do the business.
I don't like, Adeze comes into this and said good evening to everyone. Everyone, we're not just everyone. People have names. If you want to grade the ism of sport because you're looking at me,
I'm not ready for you.
No, Adeze, there are things I would take. The things I will take and the things I can't take on this show.
I don't have your time today.
I know what it took me to tell him to bring you on the Monday show. Were you on the Monday show before?
You've started.
No.
Your powers.
Yourself and Sam.
Your fake powers don't come to me.
Because your careers were dwindling.
I don't have bring you on the top shows. Your career they dwindle for Lagos.
We need to bring you on the top shows.
Your own career they dwindle.
It's the best time to welcome the legendary man who has a fantastic CV even when he's on TV. Beyond enjoying his audio, when he's on radio, he shines in every studio. If you think I'm lying, you can go online to watch the video. Whoa. Give it up for the man of the people, the heavyweight champion of the world, Overdose!
Thank you.
Overdose, I have a big respect for you. Respect as big as you are.
I wasn't going to miss today's show, even though
you make your decisions.
Recording today was quite hectic, but we're back at it on radio. Radio is always going to be my first love, like I always say. I've been doing radio now for 12 years, so there's no way I'm going to miss it for anything. So it's good to be here. I want to follow your footsteps.
It's good to see you.
I know that you guys even started doing television before I did. Even Chidebere, because I was not on the La Liga schedule, but I know Chidi was killing it.
All of my years on
television. You also were killing it. Even Adeze was killing it.
I'm not saying the kind of mega
and I never complained.
All of my years on TV.
I never did anything. So they say success is like standing fan. When he blow you small, he blow another person. But my prayer is when you reach your turn, make NEPA no take lights. You understand? And that's just the way it is.
I started a daily TV show because I was forced then by my general manager as a very young boy with my main man and my friend Okonia.
Yeah.
I started a daily TV show in Calabar in 2008, February to be precise.
Can you imagine?
Since 2008, I stopped on TV, of course, when I moved to Port Harcourt and Lagos.
Yeah.
But I never get the kind of mega deal where you don't get. So maybe who first starts. Now who get the mega deal pass? So shout out to you.
We thank God.
Overdose. I just have
so Chidi can carry on with the prologue. That's
they say God will give you the grace.
Indeed.
But you need your legs to run the race.
Indeed.
You understand? That's why when you take away G from grace, he leaves you with race.
Oh, wisdom.
You understand? Please. So that's just what
Let us go home. On this note, we're done with Jimon. We can now go home.
Nothing more we can say that tied and this.
My grace, you take get there. Don't be your kind of man. Drop us.
Let's
you understand? Just like that.
Okay, it's the biggest thing on the continent right now, the Africa Cup of Nations. We have a commercial break in 3 minutes' time, but we'll start by just laying bare for you the results of quarterfinal matches that took place over the weekend. And you all know I love the theme song for this, so don't you? It's Cameroon 2021. The intro gets me every time, and it makes me tempted to want to learn how to speak French, but that's a conversation for another day, I guess.
Chuma, you start with Léa.
Okay, me, I'll take bienvenue. She said, bienvenue. Bienvenue. No, that's how the accent has to come to me.
Can you tell me Obodo's mic?
What do you mean?
No, Obodo's.
Gambia lost to Cameroon by 2-0. With this guy and I almost said Obama Young and Vincent Aboubakar for Cameroon, it can be. This guy, it can be. He just makes things happen, really. He scored a handful of goals in the AFCON. He found the back of the net twice in Cameroon's 2-0 success over Gambia as the host nation became the first side to progress to the semi-final stage of AFCON 2021. Burkina Faso knocked out the conquerors of Nigeria's Super Eagles to the excitement of several people in this part of the world. We saw Dango Quatara, their goal scorer, sent off in the 83rd minute of the game, but it didn't matter because his goal in the 45th minute was enough to ensure Burkina Faso won that game by a goal to nothing. So they are into the semis here. This is just me reminding you of what happened. I'm sure you know already, or don't you? Egypt, Morocco was a North African derby and they fought. It's regular, isn't it? Every time we do have these kind of high-profile derbies, Mohamed Salah may just have come alive in the competition at the right time. He scored the leveler for the Egyptians in the 53rd minute, and then there was Trezeguet giving them the winner in extra time after the game ended 1-1 after 90 minutes. And Egypt were the third side, the final team into the semi-finals of AFCON 2021. The Senegalese setup, and they got a goal from Famara and several other guys as they progress 3-1. I'll speak more on this one, and we'll take our time to find out which two teams will progress to the final from your perspective after this commercial break. This is Nigeria Info. We'll be back.
Insecurity is the first
or compression. We're even ready to add some level of aggression just so we can pull you from the realm of depression. I tell you because after now you're going to be left with a positive lasting impression. Welcome back to Game On with Femi and the Gang on Nigeria Info. And we're having non-stop fun here. There's Overdose, Studio Zero Koroji Studio. There's Adeze Michael and the mouthpiece of the god, Studio Bere and Nugolu. My name is Chuma Noli and you're out there too. Your thoughts matter so much for us. So run over to Twitter where life sometimes can be sweeter. Talk to us whether you're happy or feeling bitter. We're here to make your night glitter for sure. At Nigeria Info FM, it's the handle. Light it up like a candle for your thoughts at Nigeria Info FM. Which two teams will progress to the AFCON final for this 2021 competition happening in 2022? And also, there's the WhatsApp portal. Tell us what's up using WhatsApp. Enough of my talking. It's time for the guys to show some walking after I just finalized what I was saying before the commercial break. The fact that Senegal beat Equatorial Guinea by 3-1 in their own semi-final game to progress. So, the semi-final pairings as follows. On February 2, which is Wednesday, there will be Burkina Faso versus Senegal by 8 p.m. And then we'll see Cameroon against Egypt by 8 p.m. on Thursday, February 3. I'll start with the big man in the studio over those.
Hey, God.
Which teams?
God.
Can you put your money on
me
into the final?
Anyways, it was a very, very good quarterfinal game. I think all four quarterfinal games were litty. Starting with Burkina Faso and Tunisia. But the one that really, I enjoyed was Cameroon. Taking on Gambia. I think Carlton Kekambi just showed why he's one of the best players right there in the Cameroonian national team. There was Ngamelo, who also, ran tirelessly in that game. And shout out to the Gambians too. They held Cameroon for, the better part of the first half. And again, that game, first half ended goalless, but the brilliance of Carlton Kekambi, 2 goals in 7 minutes, first in the 50th and then the 57th minute, opening things up. But on the low, giving it to Cameroon versus Egypt. I think that's going to be a tight game. That's really going to be a very, very tight game. But I don't know if Egypt can withstand Cameroon or whether Cameroon can withstand Egypt, because that game is very open. Cameroon have more of the stars. Egypt, just 1 or 2 players, Salah, Trezeguet, and maybe the other player, what's his name now, Hazard, or the defender at the back. But I think for Cameroon, they have a whole lot of players. I mean, from Gamelo to Vincent Abubakar to Fai. It's just a team filled with stars. So Cameroon for me in the final, and Senegal beating Burkina Faso. So it's Cameroon versus Senegal for me.
Cameroon, Senegal. Take note, guys. Today is what? January 31, 2022. On this day, Overdose said we'll have an AFCON final between Cameroon and Senegal. If he fails it, that's CV for TV. I'll collect small of them.
Why do you want to collect the CV for TV?
No, I wouldn't collect. I say small of them, small.
Oh, okay.
Egunje.
The small.
You know what Egunje means?
You know when you go to ATM?
Yeah. And it has to be clean money to give you that sound that you're looking for. The money is not mint. He wouldn't give you that sound. And this is Michael. Let's have your say too on these 2 semi-final fixtures and why you're going to be going for 2 countries in the final.
In fact, all of the 4 teams are capable of lifting that trophy, depending on the version of the team that turn up. Yeah, Burkina Faso have shown to really be, I won't call them giant killers. I mean, they got to the final as well, 2013. So I think they have, when it comes to cup competition, they may not necessarily have all of the big stars, spread everywhere around the pitch, but they just, have that mentality of cup competition. They just stick together as a team. They maintain their shape, and then when they have their chances, rare ones, they take it. So Burkina Faso, they've come so far, but in terms of pedigree and attractive football tradition, number of trophies won, you will peg Egypt and Cameroon ahead of them. But I tell you one thing, I'm tipping them somehow to maybe get to the final. But for Cameroon and Egypt, that's the final step for me in this competition. That semi-final tie is a tie we should be seeing in the final. But I think Cameroon may be exposed in this particular one. Cameroon will be exposed given the fact that they've enjoyed this run of form from the group stages down to the quarterfinals. round of 16 now, quarterfinal, of course, semi-finals. The Gambia, I mean, these are no disrespect to these teams, but there's this psychological advantage they have over this team by the time they will check their records. But this time around, they're coming up against a side that know how to win the tournament just like them. So, talking about the Egyptians, and Egyptians are very, very, gritty. They're very determined. They don't, have that. They don't care about who you are. Look at the way they didn't even allow Morocco to enjoy themselves like everyone expected. So, I think for me, Egypt will just be shocking Cameroon, the host. Egypt will shock them. Egypt will shock Cameroon, the host. Yeah.
All right. So Egypt to beat Cameroon, and she thinks Burkina Faso should be the other side in the final. Take note of their predictions, guys. Overdose goes for a Cameroon, Egypt.
I think it's
Cameroon Senegal final.
I think it's too late, really. If we're going to take predictions, we took predictions. I think before the tournament even started. I think it was you did that.
Yeah, but guess what? Even with this, each of us can still fail the prediction. So I understand what you mean, that it's sweeter when you start from the beginning.
Well, I already told you who was going to win. I don't see it. I actually don't see a reason.
What did you see then?
I don't see a reason why we are having conversation.
What did you see? What did you see then that year for us?
I told you that a team in green and white was going to win the AFCON.
Yeah,
that was what I said. And for anyone who is listening, they know the Azemo said that.
Okay.
And if you want me to be more specific, you look at the teams we have in the semi-final.
Yeah.
We have Burkina Faso. All right. Are they on green? I'm not sure. I think they're a bit on green.
The African countries. Are you
asking? I thought you knew everything. Are they green?
Anyway.
Burkina Faso are green and red now. What are you asking me?
You didn't see the way Badus was looking at you when you were saying that.
I will still stick with what I said. Senegal have got green.
Cameroon have green touch too, but Egypt don't have green.
And Chuma, I will stick with what I told you. A team in green and white is going to win the AFCON.
Who will be in the final?
I said it when the team was 24. Now the team is 20 teams are out, and I'm still saying it. I said it when these teams were 24. When the tournament began.
419 no break pass like this.
I just
419 has no pass like this.
How did I told you when the gods showed me things? I just said
who will play in the final?
Okay, meaning that the two finalists will be green leaves.
They can't be the same jersey. One person has to wear green. One person has to wear.
So we have Cameroon, Egypt. Cameroon do green. Egypt don't do green. Okay. Senegal, Burkina Faso. Senegal have touches of green.
Yeah, they have a touch of green.
Yeah.
Senegal have a touch of green too.
But
Burkina Faso has a touch of green.
They can't both wear green if they both make the final. Of course, they can't both make the final. But if two teams who have green in their jersey make the final, they can't both wear green.
Okay.
And on that final, a team with green and white is going to win it. Is it so hard?
That's you as the mouthpiece of the gods, but you actually bury which two teams? That take away what the gods, forget the gods. The gods have told you the green team will win this thing.
God bless you.
I was even going to come for him. The most obscure analysis.
No. There are things. The things I won't take. The things I won't take from you.
Give analysis. You're telling me the gods. Who is the gods?
I can understand the elder.
Give analysis. Who understand the ways of the team is green. The team is white.
Understands the way of the gods.
And he's just wasted 4 minutes of our time. Chuma.
No. So I waste time on this.
But now he's about to call the country. I came here. He started tackling me. Call the country. Just wasted 4 minutes of our time. What is green? What is yellow?
What's your next Monday show? You don't have your nation.
What is your team?
You decide to choke out of my eyes.
What is your team?
You don't.
Which team will get to the final?
Shuma, if you want me to
telling us green. What is the meaning of green?
If you want me to leave the Monday show,
what is the meaning of green?
There are levels of disrespect I can take. Not from Adese.
You've taken it already. There's nothing you can do about
Monday show. I will stop coming.
Next time you hang out with this guy, try and get Edika Iconic. So he needs something green in his life.
Analysis is telling me green. What is the meaning of green?
I'm going to get you.
You just wasted 4 minutes of our time.
I'm a time waster.
I know what you need, Chidi. You need green tea.
If I don't leave this Monday show, you
need green tea.
You are the one that will leave. The Monday show is saturated already.
All right, I just turned off all of their mics. I even turned off my own mic too, Seth. But guys, let's go to the phone lines now and hear from you. Chidebe is in here. This is Michael. Overdose too, and you. All right, go back to Twitter and tell us something. We'd love to hear from you too. Which two teams will get to the final of the AFCON? Are you what the green gas emission? Are you into green things? Let's know what's up from you. You can You can dial 0700 993 993
When Chuma asked,
tell us the team. You're telling me green up and down.
I said Cameroon, Senegal.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault that you cannot be right.
They said Burkina Faso and Egypt. He got to your tongue.
And so
green and white.
I'm the same of sports.
419, no pass like this.
I cannot be rolling with you humans.
Hello, good evening.
Hello.
Are you green compliant?
Don't get me angry this nowadays.
What's your name, please? Hello, good evening.
The lights are feeling green.
Yeah, no, this is not. Give me the green light.
Oh, I'm ready to go right now.
That call, no,
John
ready to
Legend.
go. That one was not. Please turn off your radio before you
That's
call
not the
in.
song
Okay.
you should
Good
sing.
evening.
The grass is greener.
Hi. Good evening.
If you are a pastor, your church not going to close.
My church don't feel close.
People not going to go to your church at all.
Why?
Because who would like to spend 6 hours in the church?
Okay, so let's get to it. What's your name, please?
This Friday for me,
right.
anyway.
Right.
See, for me, I think EG will go too because I have watched that Cameroon team. They are not playing strong team. And if you watch the last game against Gambia, there was this a goal that Abubakar supposed to pass to his opponent.
Okay.
Basogog.
Yes, he was looking for higher goal scorer. And the other guy is also looking for higher goal scorer. I believe this will work against Cameroon when they play Egypt. For me, Egypt will go to.
Okay.
They will play Senegal in the final.
Egypt, Senegal. Wow.
Yes.
All right. Somehow your man has one green team in there from your own prediction too. Thanks for calling in. For
If
the
Egypt
female
Senegal
callers,
go, Senegal wins it.
we'd love to hear from our female callers too. 01-465-7190. That's the exclusive number just for the ladies. 01-465-7190. This is Game On with Femi and the Gang on Nigerian Fan. For the first major talking point for us, we're asking you, which two teams are you picking to make it through to the final of the AFCON for next weekend, for the coming weekend that is? So we have Cameroon, Egypt in one of the semi-finals, and we have Senegal versus Burkina Faso. Which teams are your money on? Good evening. Hello, good evening. Yeah.
Hello, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Was that correct? English?
Yeah.
What teams are your money on?
My name is Blessing.
Your money on?
Calling you from Ikoyi.
All right. You're a big boy. Hanging out in Ikoyi. Respect to you.
Respect to you. Adeze.
Hi, good evening.
This one you are talking to Daisy Moon like this. You need to be careful.
If Adeze doesn't apologize to me on this show before this show ends today,
she don't need to apologize to you until the green come out.
No. She has to apologize tonight.
Thank you.
I know what I know is the two teams that will make it to final are the two
This guy is throwing the mud.
Are the teams that have Liverpool players?
The two Liverpools are going to play final.
That's Senegal, Egypt.
Yes, the Senegals, and I want to see the two Liverpool, the Chelsea on the pool, and the Liverpool striker.
I hope you don't walk alone with this your prediction.
You say what?
I hope you don't walk alone with this your prediction.
I would not like to walk alone with this position.
It's okay. At least you got the line.
The striker will come from Liverpool and the goalkeeper will come from Chelsea. That is what I mean.
Senegal, okay.
It's not that I'm trying to be biased.
All right. Thanks for calling in. By the way, Overdose was laughing profusely when the guy told Chidebere she should not apologize until the green light comes out.
I demand an apology before this show ends.
But you know what? I'm seeing green light through the phone lines now, so let me pick those ones. Hello, good evening.
Pick the greens, please.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, welcome.
Good evening. Ada.
Good evening.
Please, you have to pay optimal respect to the Ezemo Sport too. It's not just Ezemo Sport for nothing.
What's your name?
This is Daniel from Aja.
Okay, Daniel.
Go on, Daniel.
Yeah. So I think the final is in between Cameroon and Burkina Faso. Remember, that was the opening match. I think Cameroon against versus Burkina Faso was the opening match of this AFCON, right? So it will be like an opportunity.
So as it was in the beginning, so shall it be now and forevermore.
Yeah. So it's an opportunity for Burkina Faso to revenge. But if they don't play good football, Cameroon is going to beat them.
Okay, Burkina Faso, Cameroon final, you say. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts with us. Let's do 2 more calls now, and then Adeze will share your sentiments via Twitter. Okay, through WhatsApp. I'll read out your comments on Twitter. Go back to Nigerian 4FM and get talking with us if you don't mind. And there's the WhatsApp portal too. I don't know who in the studio has the number by heart or off head. Anybody that has it to share with you now.
WhatsApp is 080-9597-5805. And that's 080-9597-5805. So you can keep your thoughts coming in there, and we're going to take as many messages as we can as we continue on the broadcast.
All right, so there'll just be a bit of power attached to that WhatsApp portal so that Daisy can share your comments there, and I'll read the ones on Twitter almost immediately. 2 more calls for now. Finalists for you for AFCON. What's up? Good evening.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. What's your name? If we have that call back, you may have to call back. Okay, I have other options on which I can fall back, like this one. So turn off your radio when you call in, please. Good evening.
Good evening, this is Adonami.
Okay, sir. Welcome.
Yeah, I wanted to tell you guys one fact, and I wanted to write it down right now.
Oh, shit. Where's my pen? Let me write it down. Prophecy.
All right. Burkina Faso is going to carry the cup. Simple. I don't know whoever they want to play at the final.
Okay.
Burkina Faso is carrying. It's taking the cup home.
Okay. So Burkina Faso for the title.
That is to respect
Thank you. There's a more so many supporters this evening.
Look, when I said there are disciples everywhere, and Chima, just take us, please. I don't want to talk too much. I deserve a respect. I demand a respect from Adeze Michael tonight. Okay. Before this show ends, because we brought her. I know what I faced. Convincing Emmanuel to bring Adeze Michael on the Monday show to revive her career.
Are you serious?
Who knew Adeze Michael? Akaya was dwindling. I said, Emmanuel, please, we have to bring Adeze Michael on the Monday show.
Is it the same way Emma had to appeal to you to come here so you can update our ratings?
It's what I'm doing.
Because Chidi has told us that he had to come on the Monday show to help improve our ratings. Are you serious?
Why do you think the Monday show is one of the highest rated? Lagos Radio, this is the most listened to show right now. Lagos Radio.
I don't know you as somebody who takes alcohol. I'll have said.
I think we should change his name to Mr. Green.
The elder. I respect you.
We'll start calling him Mr. Green.
Tonight is just for this. I can't even be fighting with that. I can't do that. It's a disrespect to me. It's a disrespect. I can't bring myself down to a spirit man.
What are your final predictions?
The hardest working man is
You're saying green. What is your name, Mr. Green?
And this is Mike. I just told you if you don't, I demand an apology from you tonight.
You and your gods will catch fire.
I demand an apology from me tonight.
You and your gods will catch fire.
Chidi, no problem.
Wait for it.
Your defense counsel can be Barrister Green.
The people who are the chicken.
Defense counsel.
You can contact
Barrister Chris Green. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Chuma.
Yeah, welcome to Game On.
Wow, the argument in the studio this evening.
No, I'm not arguing. I can never argue with Adeze Michael. Have you seen me argue with Adeze Michael before?
Okay,
please.
Hold on. Okay, so Ada Ovadizu and Chuma.
Yeah.
I would like you to listen to this adage clearly so that you will get what I'm trying to say.
All right.
There's one herbalist in my place. Otu dibia say, "Ipo mo pokoro dibia, ma ko wo pokoro oria."
For the sake of the listener, translate, I beg.
That's a very dark.
So if you call me fake dibia, I go hit you with fake sickness. So make a day careful how they talk to this. No, I no go hit them.
Only the same more that turns Arfina to eat the chicken. And the friend of ours, it's not chicken.
Exactly. So Ada, don't let him turn you to yam, so that we'll not use the yam to eat the chicken.
Wahala, don't pass like
this. This is a man that understands tradition. You understand tradition?
So my own prediction goes this way.
Yeah.
I would have loved to see Burkina Faso. I call them Burkina Faso. I would have loved to see them in the final.
Please don't try that at home, please. Apologies to everybody who's from Burkina Faso.
Okay, apologies about that. But Senegal would take the day.
Are you serious?
Then Cameroon, Egypt is going to be very dicey.
I know, right?
Yes, I see Egypt nicking it to the finals.
Wow.
To pick that, yes.
So Egypt Senegal final, right?
Yes, I see Egypt just passing Cameroon by a slim margin and possibly lifting that trophy.
Wow. Please tell us your name before you go, because you didn't do that.
My name is Kingsley.
Kingsley Chidi loves your adage.
I'm sure I don't love it so much, but thank you. You're a man on the
say you don't love him too much.
Thank you for calling in, Kingsley. Thank you so much.
Do the gods even love?
I'll be taking your comments on Twitter because there are quite a handful of them already. I've used the word handful more often this night. There's so many comments on Twitter.
You have a handful of ladies.
Bro, now you get this thing. now you get this thing, overdose. Everything this night, now you get them. Honestly, money, now you get them. Woman, now you get them.
Chima, have you noticed the way overdose?
I only have one.
Have you noticed the way
there's the swag around it?
Yeah, it's louder.
Yeah. In the last 1 month,
it's louder, and
it's true.
I'm happy for you.
See his face.
You know, overdose was very close to me, and I see why good things are coming.
Was.
Yeah.
I hope now he's not too close to you. You're not taking the goodies from him.
No. I mean, you know, when people make it in life, they forget where they come from.
So who's insulting you now?
Overdose, I fed you in this company.
See the way you're insulting everybody.
No.
You see, when I insult him, they will come for me. See this boy is insulting.
Chuma, wait. Overdose, I'm going to ask you one question. Have you seen my stew and rice before?
Overdose, this guy laughed at this now.
I say laughter don't change.
Guys, we're streaming live on Facebook. We are, so you can go back to Facebook. I'll read your comments on Facebook.
I have one red free advice for you. Go into comedy.
No, you want to turn out to comedy. Who they follow you do comedy? For those who don't watch my rice and stew before, and they feed this guy now. This guy don't blow now. Don't forget us. They do TV.
Don't blow. Overdose has some good news for us. From our friends.
You can't take that good news. Let me take it, please.
From our friends.
It's too big.
It's good news. It's good news.
At MP Masterpiece Limited.
Yeah, MP Masterpiece. I've come with some good news.
Something brand new.
I want to ask you something. Has your whiskey brand changed? In fact, what is your whiskey brand? And if you know it, has it changed? Well, just any whiskey for you? No. That's not good enough. Trust me. Have you tried Kubana Whiskey? Yeah, see, they always say that who no go know. And that is true, because you will only know the difference when you have tried Kubana Whiskey. Yes, savor the sweet aroma of fresh oak and let your taste bud experience the uniqueness of Kubana Whiskey. I think I need to get one for Chidi. A discovery you will absolutely love, Chidebere. Trust me, even your gods will love this. You need a real party starter or an indoor companion, or perhaps you need that perfect, exciting addition to your hangout gang. Then grab a bottle of Kubana Whiskey and have yourself a great time. Well, the Kubana is actually spelled Kubanah, and not the Kubana you know. No. Kubanah. Now, Kubana Whiskey is absolutely compatible with other mixes, and this means you can enjoy it straight or mixed. It's your taste, and so it is your choice. Kubana Whiskey is made with the finest ingredients and carefully stored in a classic bottle for that confident man or that confident woman. So go ahead and enjoy it however, wherever, and whenever you want to. Kubana Whiskey is a product of MP Masterpiece Limited and registered with NAFDAC. You can also get Kubana Whiskey from Ujoye Market, Mushi, or Fin Lane, Lagos Island. You can also get it from Niger 1/Niger 3 Trade Fair Complex, as well as other places where good drinks are sold. You can follow them on Twitter and Instagram at Kubanah Whiskey. Yes, at Kubanah Whiskey. That's at Kubana Whiskey. To stay up to date with the activities as well as the giveaways, please, and please. Kubana Whiskey is not for pregnant women or persons under the age of 18. So whatever you do, drink responsibly. Thank you.
Good news, really.
Yeah.
Options are plenty, and someone says it can never be risky to have fun with Kubana Whiskey.
Risky, yes, you're risky.
Really, Chidi needs that for his gods, to appease them, so
after he come and ginger, it's a more of sport.
Punish those who insult him.
See his head.
Okay, so your comments on WhatsApp will be read out shortly. On Twitter, you guys are speaking to you. Thank you for sharing them with us. Shortly, we'll switch over to the transfer window side of life. Okay, it's the final day of the transfer window for January, and quite a handful. Yeah, again, that word will just come in really for Overdose and his people of movements. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has been all around the place really as regards to the news in the last fortnight, from going to the AFCON to being down ill with post-COVID issues, to returning to Arsenal, to being dropped in London when the guys traveled to Dubai, to now traveling to Spain. He could just have cause to finally pop champagne. That's what we'll speak about, including the NPFL Matchday 9 results.
Yeah, there's a tweak to Aubameyang's move to Barca.
Sure.
Just a little update there.
You
It's
go confirm and
big
give
update.
us. I believe you for this live. A little, something.
Liquor.
I'm gonna tell you something, man.
Was you gonna tell me something?
I'm British right now, man.
All right, go ahead and tell me
something. You know
something.
what's up, man? In it. Yeah. Okay. All right. At Amara Edek on Twitter says, "Good evening, guys. I'm enjoying you guys tonight. I want a Senegal versus Cameroon final, and whoever wins, it's very fine for me. West African Connect for her. Thank you for that. Dozy Well Fam, that's the handle on Twitter, says, Liverpool getting Porto player ahead of Spurs is one that stands out for me. Okay, he's responding to our topic officially on Twitter, which is a standout transfer. Don't worry, we're going to have time to read those thoughts of yours as to the transfer window. On AFCON, he says, good evening, guys. Egypt will beat Cameroon because Cameroon always win games with the help of officials because of home advantage, he thinks. And he goes on for Egypt exposing their wickedness in that game. Senegal will reach the final, but Egypt will beat them through penalties. And this is a guy who's sending this from Orile Coca.
But I'm just wondering, I'm sitting here thinking, if a guy wants a lady that is fine and that's all for him, does it make it a final? I don't understand. Yeah, I don't know. But somebody can help me out.
This boy,
because I'm a bit confused here.
See, the kind of wisdom you've been exuding, accentuating, and showcasing since that deal was signed. You need to tell us that.
That was such a weak line of order. That's the weakest thing I've ever. Can we go on a break now?
No. I said it so that you could talk. I want to hear you talk today, Chidi.
Thank you for reminding me, Chidi.
You've not really
we have that break
much.
now. Yeah, we have that break. We'll return from the break. Your WhatsApp comments, the latest from the transfer window, and from French Open.
Please, I
Australian
can't
Open.
be able for those analysts.